John Key from Rotherham is refereeing at Anfield for the very first time. Stoke City are unbeaten since the cup tie here. Liverpool going through the unfamiliar experience of 4 games without a win. Nicely played by Neil for Lee. Johnson had gone ahead of Rush and keeps the move going. Whelan had to be strengthened the header for Souness. Dalglish with too much strength in his. Neil, some acrobatic control. Provided it on as well. So too did Rush. Dalglish trying to get in front of Berry and does so. Neil. Dalglish has 2 in the middle. Rush and Whelan. Souness arriving as well. And here's Whelan. It fell in the area. Just too far ahead of Ron Whelan. O'Callaghan beaten by Hansen. Here's Kennedy. Took too long. Was robbed by Painter. Bracewell overhitting his pass forward in Painter's direction. Dalglish came short. Souness couldn't find him. Thomas. Hansen trying to shrug off Painter and some shirt pulling. Hansen had used his body to good effect to make sure Painter couldn't get round him. Liverpool's recent hiccups, of course, have been in cup competitions. Berry goes back where it came from. Craig Johnston. Rush. Watson was tight on him. No free kick given. And then Hampton rather, at full stretch, trying for the back pass. Stoke have left Craig Johnston. It's over his head. Neil. It's McElroy who got a foot in. Hansen. Dalglish. Whelan is the Liverpool player jumping. Dalglish collects. Seven minutes gone. Alan Hansen starting it off, coming from deep. Dalglish with the first touch, and he read the header from Whelan. Painter needs some help. Keep it in. Let's get away from Lawrenson and Lee for a moment. Neil there to pick off the cross. And pick out Dalglish. Bracewell. Driven in by Parkin. O'Callaghan beaten by Lawrenson. It was an important header for Mark Lawrenson to win then. They've had players arriving in the middle. If O'Callaghan had been able to knock it back across the goal. Hansen. Off goes Rush, and one pass picks him out. Now Berry went clattering into Ian Rush. The referee wants to speak to him. Rush fell into the area. Mark Lawrenson using the direct route. It was a clear push on Ian Rush. Dalglish. He could hardly have hit it harder. To make Kenny Dalglish blow out his cheeks as it flashed wide. Here's Berry. That was given away, and Whelan's pass has freed Dalglish. Three converge on him. Dalglish couldn't keep it down. It's just a little gesture of apology to Rush. O'Callaghan. McElroy. Here comes Parkin. Chamberlain started wide on the right, as you would expect, but on a couple of occasions already has pushed into a more central position. He's also got a useful long throw, which has brought Stoke a corner. Paul Maguire has been left out of the Stoke side in recent matches. He's the expert at corners, but Ian Painter strikes a good ball as well, and O'Callaghan waits on the near post and gets a touch, which McElroy might have done better with at the far post. Johnston. Past O'Callaghan, and it's deflected off Berry. Stoke so useful at corners, and O'Callaghan got the flick on here, but twisting, McElroy miskicked. Rush. Here's Neil. Well, it was deflected, and off the post. It's Phil Neal's goal. But Liverpool had 2 strokes of luck in it. The first was the touch off Bracewell, and the second was the way the ball spun off the post. Only 5 of Phil Neal's 10 goals for Liverpool this season have come from penalties. Neil again. Dalglish. Plenty of movement for Stoke around Thomas. And the crowd particularly appreciative of any tackle that Kennedy makes on Chamberlain. Berry. Just in time. Parkin. It was Whelan who got a foot in. It's Rush who's away. Dalglish is in the middle. Rush was trying to find him. Fox just got on his line quickly enough. Chamberlain just breaking into a sprint as the half-time whistle goes. Liverpool leading 2-0. More than a touch of fortune about the second from Phil Neal. But the mood of the half set by Kenny Dalglish scoring after 7 minutes. Dalglish playing this clever 1-2 with Ronnie Whelan, and the referee overruling a linesman's flag for offside, not against Dalglish, and the goal given. Kenny Dalglish then with a goal to celebrate the day after his 32nd birthday. And away go Liverpool for the second half. Craig Johnston, much happier in a more central role in midfield. He had to fill in for Ronnie Whelan for a spell, wide on the left-hand side. Stoke have never won a First Division game at Anfield. And it's going against them again here. Hansen. Thomas at full stretch, aware that Johnston was looking to get forward behind him. Nicky Thomas is Stoke's top scorer with 7 goals. Dalglish. Neat piece of defending by Dave Watson. Souness. Came for Lee, and now for Rush. And Dalglish. 3-0. Less than 2 minutes played in the second half. It's the 19th of the season for Dalglish. It was something of a fortunate touch, it seemed, from Souness, but it was effective to find Lee. Rush was in the clear, and it dropped off Berry right on the line for Dalglish. Lawrenson showing exemplary control. Just cushioned the ball on the instep as it dropped. Parkin. Chamberlain did well to manufacture a cross from that position. O'Callaghan got it back, and Bracewell turns it over the line. Grobbelaar and Lawrenson got in each other's way. It all started with a fine cross from Mark Chamberlain. O'Callaghan beyond the far post got it back. Grobbelaar was off his line, and Bracewell accepts the credit for the goal. Stoke want to make a substitution. Ian Painter is coming off. David McCautry, 20-year-old Scot, who is a central defender, comes on. Berry. McElroy, useful ball for Chamberlain, who is offside, and Stoke protest. Certainly players in both camps have been disappointed with the linesman at times in this game. Rush deliberately let it run. Watson was alive to that. Bracewell finding Hansen too quick for him. Just to check over the shoulder from Hansen to see whether O'Callaghan was gaining on him, which he wasn't. Whelan. Stopped by Bracewell. Here's Chamberlain, past Kennedy this time. Faced by Whelan. It's Lawrenson who half cleared. Parkin. O'Callaghan. And Grobbelaar. O'Callaghan had the arm raised in an optimistic appeal for the goal. Grobbelaar certainly lost his balance and his bearings. Bruce Grobbelaar, it must be said, has had a fine season, but he's going through a spell at the moment where mistakes are being costly to him, and he stumbled then. Although he went behind the line, the ball didn't. Here's Rush. Now Whelan. Johnston's around the penalty spot. Souness was trying to find him, and Thomas scuttling forward for Stoke. But the pass lacked the energy of the run. And Neil, too responsible for the move breaking down after covering some ground. Stoke's attempts to get Chamberlain into the game haven't always been successful. Neil, well played. Still Phil Neal. Well, this could be one for the archives from Dalglish. McCautry was struck by the ball rather than the other way around. Dalglish wanted a penalty. Phil Neal set off here on a show of great enterprise and dribbling skill as well, and how significant that Mark Chamberlain was one of the players he left sitting on the ground. But no penalty given as Dalglish drilled it against McCourtry's arm. "15 minutes left. Lee. Here's Kennedy. Perhaps encouraged by Neal's little burst forward. And Kennedy was setting himself and is still in there. And Johnston. Well, that just about sums up the goal. And the scorer points to the part of the body that put it in. Alan Kennedy well to the fore, and it ricocheted in off Johnston, off the left rib cage. Liverpool 4, Stoke 1, 14 minutes left. Well, Liverpool have felt that in their less than impressive run in recent matches, the breaks haven't gone their way, notably when they were beaten here by Brighton in the FA Cup. They certainly can feel that their fortune has changed, typified by the goal that will be credited to Johnston. A Liverpool crowd of just over 30,000. Dalglish. Watson had a wave at him. Souness! Liverpool will give their supporters the finale. Dalglish at the core of it again. He has tortured Stoke once more. And even Watson's kick at him there couldn't hold up the creator. And Souness supplied the accuracy in the finish. The elusiveness of Dalglish enabling Souness to run free and shoot home. Despite their recent stumbles in cup fixtures, Liverpool are certainly not veering off course in the championship race. 2 goals for Dalglish and a part in others as well. Phil Neal, Craig Johnston and Graham Souness on the score sheet. Paul Bracewell for Stoke. A final score, it's Liverpool 5, Stoke City 1.